Okay, we are back out here at the Lava Cast Forest. I guess we've got a Lexus SUV and a Suburban about 7 or so miles up the road here, stuck in the snow. So we're gonna take the track Jeep up, see if we can go get them out. Okay, we're starting up the road here. The customer just called me and said they did some digging and got one of the vehicles out, but the other's still stuck. Hopefully it was the Suburban that they got out, because that's the heavier one and harder to get. So we'll head up there and see. And we went through a bunch of snow and then it all just disappeared. Now we're just on gravel road with little patches. Now this Jeep is going to be a muddy mess by the time we're done with this. Okay, so just ran into one of the people who was stuck. I guess they're not together up here at all. That guy just came across an original guy who was stuck in the Suburban, tried pulling him out, got himself stuck, then got himself out, and now the Suburban is still stuck. So we shall continue. And this snow is just slushy nasty. It's probably 45 degrees out right now and it was sunny all day, so this stuff is just wet and soupy. And there it is. It just got off to the side and over in the ditch, so shouldn't be too bad. I'll go over here and pull their back end over onto the road. That should work. Okay, we got here. This is just slush snow. All he did was slide off those icy ruts into the soft stuff and just get stuck. So I'm gonna hook on with the winch, pull his back end over and get him in these ruts, and he should be able to back most of the way down from there. If he gets stuck along the way, we'll just pull him out again and again until we get to a spot where we can spin around and then head on back down the mountain. Oh, that's deep. You're gonna turn your wheels to the passenger side. Since I'm pulling your back end this way, I want your front tires to want to bring themselves this way. Gotcha. So opposite of what you'd think to come over here. Yeah, perfect. So go ahead, get in, get it going, put it in reverse and turn all the way that you can to the passenger side. And I finally got a little bit of time to put my new Apex winch on the front of this. And this will be the first recovery with it on this Jeep. I have an Apex on my wife's and love it, but now we finally got it on this one too. Okay, so passenger side.
Gotcha.
If that'll stay still. Keep turning passenger all you. Perfect. Okay, let off. Once we get back down here a little more, it'll pull your back end sideways better. Okay, give a little throttle. Okay, let off. There you go. Okay, little throttle. There we go. Okay, straighten up a little bit. Right there. Back passenger a little. Right there. Now go ahead and back up easy. And it might roll you out of there. Put it in reverse. Turn back to the driver's side, just right there. So close. Okay, I'm gonna move over in the center of the road and pull you straight. Your front end's over some. I think we just need to get you straight now and you'll be able to back down. first, keep it on the road, and don't run over the rope. Okay, so now I should be able to pull his back end into these ruts a little bit, and then we all just back down the road. It's too icy. Okay, apparently I need a little more tension in that track, so I'm just going to use the winch. Go ahead and give some throttle in reverse. Straighten your wheel up a little bit. Right there. Straighten up. A little more. Right there. Okay, now turn driver's side. Stop there. Driver. A little more driver. Now back up about 3 feet. See if you can get your front end centered where you're straight. Perfect. Stop there. Now it's pretty hard packed for a ways. Want me to unhook you and see how far you can go on your own? Okay. But go ahead and turn all the way. We're going to turn you around right here like Austin Powers, because this dry stuff is your best bet. A little more. Right there. Perfect. Let me grab my my pull point out of the back, and then you can head down first and I'll follow. If you get stuck, I can get around you to pull again. I always forget these. I love these things. I really want to coil all that back up, but I'll do that after I make sure they get to the bottom. Okay, everyone's always like, well, why were they out there in that type of vehicle? Well, this is the road literally 100 yards down from where they were stuck. It's fine. Like, they're kicking up dust right now. So, especially out here in the lava cast forest, it is like perfectly good road like this, little patches of snow that are nothing, and then all of a sudden you're in 1 foot, 2 feet of snow and stuck. And look, we turn a corner and we're back in the snow. And notice we're going downhill and losing elevation, and the snow's getting worse. And that's why I always say the lava cast forest is quite literally a trap for vehicles. I think last season there was a stretch I was out here 14 days in a row without a single break. All right, we got back down to the truck, got the Jeep on the trailer and tied down. Jeep did great. I do need to adjust the tension on that one front track. It was slipping a little bit. And I asked the manufacturer about the proper tension adjustment. What they told me was as loose as you could run them without slipping. So I got to tighten that one up a little bit, but that's no big deal. Overall, that job went pretty good. I had to winch them out of the snow. It's a big, heavy Suburban. That Apex winch did awesome. I just pulled and never let off, and it just does its job. All right, well, that's it for this one. I'm gonna head home. Well, I still got a little bit of light out, which is a very nice change of pace from my usual job. The vast majority of these winter recoveries are at night. Everybody asks why. It's because people will dig and stuff tree branches and do all that all day long to try to get themselves out. When it starts to get dark and cold, they realize they need to make a phone call. So I always end up out there at night. So these daylight ones are kind of like a treat for me. But enough rambling. I'm gonna head home. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.